welcome back to my channel and welcome to this tag video, my top 3 of every makeup category. I was watching Kathleen Light's video and I was like, I need to do this video. I love it. So it's basically a favorites, but a top 3 favorites from each category. That's normally hard for me to keep like the exact amount that is in the tag, but I feel like I did a good job. Everything is just 3. So Kathleen tagged Julia Adams, MUA, and I think she's the one who started this tag, which I love tags. They remind me of the old YouTube days when it was all about makeup and, you know, just having fun with makeup. So that's why I decided to do this video. And since it's time of the month for favorites, I was like, might as well just get this video as my favorites, because a lot of these products are actually my favorites that I keep using month after month after month. So now I'm going to kind of hide some of these products so I can give, you know, rotate other products for my collection and start using more. So let's get started, because you guys know I talk a lot. Also, I'm going in the order of how I do my makeup specifically, because I feel like that would be the easiest. So we are going to start off with primer after I've prepped my skin with, you know, moisturizer, sunscreen, and all my just skincare. I go into primer. I have 2 affordable and 1 a little more pricey. The first one is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer, and clearly you guys can see it's my favorite. I am running very low on it. This is a hydrating primer. Like, it gives you really nice hydration to the skin, and I noticed that since I started using primers like this, specifically this one, when I do a full coverage foundation, because the majority of my foundation, well, 99% of my foundations are all full coverage, like Huda Beauty, Dose of Colors, we have like the YSL full coverage, the Hard Candy, very full, thick, full coverage foundations. Since using these, I feel like it helps the foundations look more, I'm not gonna say natural, because there's nothing natural about my full coverage foundations, but my skin doesn't look cakey. The foundation doesn't look heavy, which is why I like this product a lot. The next one is also from e.l.f. and I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, but I was gonna say I have gigantic pores. I don't like my pores, but I have them. All I can do is fill them, and this is my favorite pore filling primer. This is my second little jar, and clearly you can see I am more than halfway into it already as well, because I just love it so much. I like it because it's not drying on the skin. Some pore filling primers can actually dry my skin and give me like the appearance of like flaky skin right here after I go in with my foundation, and I hate that. So I like to combine primers. I will combine these 2, or you know, I combine this one with any pore filling mattifying primer that I have. And I just always do that now. That's my routine, and I feel like that's how I get the most flawless look to my skin. And lastly is the pricier one. This is a Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. I love this stuff. This feels hydrating and cooling on the skin as well, and I like that. But I feel like it mattifies and it fills in my pores. And it smells so good. It smells sweet but fresh and clean. And I don't know how that combination together just smells so good. Like, really good. But I really like it. I also like that it has such a cute packaging. It's like a translucent pink color. It's just a really nice primer. I like it a lot. So my top foundations, starting with Too Faced Born This Way Matte in the shade Light Beige. I love this stuff. Like, love this stuff. It is my favorite foundation. Full coverage, matte, long lasting. It says it lasts 24 hours. I haven't tested it that long, because like, who's wearing their foundation for 24 hours? But it definitely gives me like a good 10 to 12 hour wear. Now this next one, I have to mention it in between the following, because this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily Foundation. This is a very liquidy foundation, like it's very runny, but it does give a matte look. But this is my combination with every other full coverage foundation. Also, this is my absolute perfect shade on my skin. So if I have a foundation that's too light, I will combine it with this one. And this is my combination foundation. For everything. I will combine it with this one. That's actually what I started doing. It's just a little drop on the sponge after I've applied like any full coverage foundation, and I feel like it changes the look of the foundation in a good way. It gives my skin like a healthy look, like I'm very full coverage but my skin is healthy type of look. So I mix this with everything. And for that one I have the shade 220 Natural Beige. And the last one, which is also drugstore, is the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. Again, 24 hours, like dramatic, 24 hours. I have the shade 845 Warm Beige, and I like this one because it's full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin. And I feel like sometimes that's the issue with drugstore foundations that are full coverage. Like they're either too drying on the skin or they just don't look full coverage. You have to like really pack it on. 2 pumps and I'm good. And that's because I have a big old face, okay? 2 pumps, and I'm good with this one. I really like it. I feel like it never looks cakey and it never looks like too much or too heavy on the skin, which is what I like. Next is concealers. I feel like I need to get like a good concealer. The ones I have in my collection, I like, but they're not like, oh my gosh, holy grail. My holy grail one, I actually finished it, and that's the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. That's my ride or die concealer. I haven't picked it up, but it's definitely on my list to pick it up soon because I miss it already. The one I'm going to start off with is my combination with every other concealer because it's too light for me. So my other concealers, some are a little too yellow, some are a little deeper, and they don't have the coverage that this one has. So I kind of compensate any other concealer with the coverage this has. I only do a dot, and that's enough, like just 1 dot, tiny dot, and I will combine it with like a hydrating concealer that I have or any other concealer, and it's the perfect combination. So this is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I have the shade 2.3. The next one is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 4, and this is what this one looks like. I love this stuff. This is one of my favorite like high-end concealers, pricier concealers. I like it because how it says it's cakeless, it doesn't cake up under my eyes. And this is one of the concealers that I can apply on my skin, you know, do my thing and whatever, and it won't cake up even though I haven't set it. So this, I have time to set it and it still won't crease on my lids or on my under eyes, which is why I like this. I have very like intense fine lines under my eyes, and that's why I mentioned that. And the last one from the drugstore is the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, the Hydrating Camel Concealer in the shade Light Beige. And this one is a satin finish. I like this one because it has coverage, but it makes my under eyes look healthy, like I'm awake. Not from brightness, but from the concealer being like a satin finish and looking really nice under my eyes. But it's one that I definitely do have to set quicker than others because it is, you know, it will crease a little. Once I set it, we're good to go. Now for me, after concealer, I do cream bronzing, cream contour. So we're moving on to contour bronzers. The first one, which I've mentioned a lot of times, is the Wet n Wild makeup stick. The contour in the shade Oaks on You is the one I have, and my cap is disgusting. I need to clean it, but I love this stuff. It's so good. It's super creamy, but not too creamy to where like you feel like it's moving or melting. I could apply it on my skin and it still gives me time to blend it out. I really like how it blends out on the skin. The next one is from Sol Body, which is ColourPop's sister brand, and this is the Face and Body Bronzing Balm. When I read bronzing balm, I was like, okay, it's going to be like super glowy or like feel like a balm. It feels just like a cream contour, and it applies beautifully. It blends out beautifully on the skin. The only thing, I have the shade medium, and online, I'm going to tell you right now, it looks like a cool tone shade, which is why I picked it up, because I wanted something more cool tone. It's not as orangey, and you guys can tell it's definitely like more warm and orangey, but that's okay. It still looks really, really pretty. The powder bronzer, that's my favorite, is from Alamar Cosmetics, and this is a Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio in Fair Light. I mean, you guys can tell which is my favorite. The only thing I wish is that these were like refillable, where I just need to buy the product that I run out of, not the whole palette. I'm still going to buy the palette once this is completely gone, because it is my absolute favorite bronzer. It is so good, in my opinion. I really like it. Clearly you can tell I really like it. I do use this one every once in a while. When I don't cream contour, this is what I use first, and then I will blend it out with this shade. I don't really use this shade. I wish they had these like individuals as well, because that would be perfect for me, but I really, really like this. So this is my last bronzer contour favorite. And then I set my makeup. Moving on to setting setting powders. The first and absolute favorite is the Maybelline Fit Me. I really, really like this. This is in the shade 05 Fair. This is like $5 or $6 at Walmart. It's a loose finishing powder, and I just like the way it sets my makeup, and it keeps it set and like gives me, you know, that very blurred pore look. I love it for that reason. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it's just really, really nice. Now, number 2 is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. It is a favorite, and I know I mentioned this, but it does have like a little bit that when it comes out in little balls, and I have to crush them so that it can be fine and I can like set my makeup. Otherwise, if I just go in with my sponge to apply what I took out, it like rolls off my skin because it's in little balls, or like I have to wiggle it onto my skin. So I rather dump it out, crush it, and then go in with it. So that's kind of annoying, because I thought it was going to be like super finely milled, or I don't know if it's just like mine that came like that, but once it's on my skin, like the blurred look that it gives is worth me doing that. Now, the last powder is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. And I know I don't consider this foundation. I don't wear this as a foundation. I wear it to touch up throughout the day if I need to. If I'm oily, if I need a little more brightness in the skin, I will use this because I like it. I don't feel like it's very full coverage, which is why I like to use it that way. And I have the shade 230. Moving on to blushes. I'm gonna start off with a Jacqueline Cosmetics blush, bronze and blush duo. I specifically have been using the blush because, I mean, the bronzer is nice too, but for this purpose, I've specifically been using the blush. And this is Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. Warm Flush obviously being the blush. I have 2 of these little duos. I like this one a little bit more because it's such a beautiful peachy baked blush. And my favorite formula of blushes are baked, which is why I really, really love these little duos, and specifically the blush. This is a blush that you put on and it gives your cheeks like a really nice flushed glowy look, and I like that a lot, which is why I always prefer like baked blushes. Next, affordable, we have another baked blush, and this is from Milani. This is number 3, Berry Amore. This is my absolute favorite Milani blush, drugstore blush ever. Ever. It's such a perfect color in my opinion. This for me is the color that I will use with any makeup look, whether it be like super dramatic, super colorful, super natural. I will always use this. If I can't choose anything else, this is always what I'm using. And I've been using this for months now, which I need to stop, give a break, and use other products because it's just that good. And then the other one, I know it's Milani, but it's another favorite and that I've been using for a while. This is number 4, Berry Rays. I guess I like their berry shades. And this is their Color Harmony blush palette. I like to swirl my brush in here and pick up all the colors because I feel like that's the perfect color. when you swirl all the colors together. This is really, really pretty. And I know this might seem like it's matte, but it has like a sheen once you apply it, and not like a dramatic sheen, just something really nice and glowy on the skin, which I love. Moving on to highlighters, I have the e.l.f. Discontinued highlighter that I can't stop talking about, and I'm sorry, I know, but it's just what I've been using. The e.l.f. times Nabela Noor Neharika Glow, their loose highlighter. I wish they would like come out with loose highlighters like this, maybe like different colors, because this is just beautiful on the skin. Like, it's so pretty. I really like it a lot, and that's why I use it so much, which again, I know I have to use something else, especially since it's, you know, sold out, which is why I've been using this next one nonstop. And I've told you guys, I think it's like a really good dupe, color dupe, but this is pricier. This is a Jacqueline Cosmetics loose highlighter in the color Balm, and the color is absolutely bomb. I love it. I would say this Jacqueline one is just a little, I would say maybe a little more finely milled, that on the skin it doesn't emphasize my pores as much as this one does. It doesn't do it dramatically, but you can definitely, you know, see my pores. And I feel like this one's a little bit more calm and subtle, like on the pores, but still like bam, glow in your face. So I really like this one. And then lastly is the Anastasia times Amrezy highlighter collab. I really like this one. It's like a holy grail. It's really pretty. It's actually the one I'm wearing today, and I love it. There's nothing much more I could say. I really like it. I mean, for me, as long as the highlighter is like blinding in your face, good to go. And I'm moving on to brows, which I kind of skipped in between. Normally when I finish doing like the face products, then I will move on to the brows. I know everybody does their makeup routine differently. I'm going to start off with the NYX Professional. I always want to say NYX Professional Makeup. We just call it NYX. Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. It's the one that has like this little pointy cap. And it's like an angled or like a straight brow pencil. But I really like it. I mainly use it because I like to outline the shape of the brow that I want and then go in with the brow pomade. And this one just helped me outline really quickly what I need to do, and it's good. And then we have the NYX Brow Glue. I really ended up liking this one. I know a lot of people do the soap brows or that type of look. I have like 3 hairs, so I can't really get on with that trend yet. I'm letting them grow a little bit more, but for the 3 hairs that I have, I do like to set them, because if not, like when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I feel like I'm making them move like crazy. So I like to set them with this, and this sets them in place and they stay there all day. And then my absolute favorite brow pomade is the KVD Super Brow 24-Hour Longwear Pomade in the shade Walnut. I love this stuff. I tried out the dip brow from Anastasia, but I wasn't a fan because I didn't even get to use half of that product and it completely dried out. Like completely dried out. I tried to like bring it back to life with oil, mixing medium, like just tried to use different products to bring it back to life, and it was like, no, it was like solid, like a little rock. It did not work anymore. And I was pretty salty because I didn't even get to use half of the product, and that felt like a waste of money. This is my second little jar, and the first one I finished it completely and it didn't dry out. And you know, it took me like a while because you only need a little bit of this. A little bit of this goes a long way. So that's why I just, this holy grail. Next we have eyeshadows, and the theme is going to be very brown makeup look, eye makeup look. I have been doing brown makeup and I don't understand my obsession with brown smoky eyes and brown eye makeup. I even did brown glitter today from the Tati beauty palette because I just am loving the brown look, and this so far has been one of my favorite browns that I've done. Starting off with the Huda Beauty Chocolate Brown Mini Obsessions palette. This one is just, I think this is what started that obsession with the brown look, and I specifically use the 3 diagonal matte shades. Oh, wrong diagonal. I don't have a sense of direction when I'm looking at myself in the monitor and I'm trying to point at something, because I'm always on the opposite side. Anyways, the like 3 matte shades in this palette, specifically that brown, is what I have been using for my brown eye looks, and I love it. Now the next one is the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes. I actually want their new palette. It looks really, really pretty. I think it's like the bronze. Their eyeshadow formula, I really, really like it. So this is my everyday palette. Specifically, I like that brown a lot because it's more of like a neutral cool tone, as opposed to the one from the Huda Beauty palette. It's more warm tone. This one is just this mustard yellow shade right here. This transition, I just love this palette so, so much, and it's one that I use again on the day. And lastly, we have a new one, and it's the Pat McGrath, what's the name of it? Voyeuristic Vixen palette. This one was sent to me through influencer, and I fell in love with that specific shade right here, which is so freaking beautiful. It's like those multi-chrome, duochrome, multi-glitter shadows that are so pretty on the eyes. They just shift so beautifully when you move your eyes, when the light catches your eyes. It's just, I love those colors. And that. All right, now we're going into lips, which the categories are lip liners, lip gloss, and lipstick. But you guys know me, liquid lipstick is all I wear, so that's what we're doing. Starting off with lip liner. This, I have talked about it so much. These are my 3 top favorite lip liners from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection, the lip kit that came with these 3 lip liners, a hot pink, and a lip gloss. I am obsessed with these lip liners. I wish they had more colors, like deep red, burgundy shades, because the formula of these are perfect. I don't mind that I have to sharpen it. I actually prefer lip liners that I have to sharpen, because I feel like the retractable ones are too creamy, and I like, well, I know they're super dull right now, but when I'm going to use them, I sharpen them. I like to have a very pointy lip liner, so I actually like the lip liners, the wooden lip liners they have to sharpen. And these are just my favorite nudes. We have 01, 02, and 03. I don't really use a hot pink one. These are my top 3. I love them. I usually do the 2 light ones with lip gloss and this deep brown nude shade. I do my favorite lip combo with my liquid lipstick, my 2 liquid lipsticks that I've showed you guys. So those are the top 3. Moving on to glosses, I have the affordable one is the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss, and I have the clear one, which mine is disgusting because I like to layer it over, you know, this type of look, or I just carry it in my bag. I actually like to use this when my lips feel dry because I feel like it moisturizes my lips. Not only give me a glossy look, it also moisturizes my lips. Then we have Patrick Ta, what's Major Glow Lip Shine in the color She's an Influencer, and this is actually what I am wearing today, and it is my favorite. I love the little glitter flecks it has, but it's not like gritty or anything like that. It's a bit minty, but you guys can see how much of a difference that just gave. It made my lips look a little more plump. So this is what the color looks like. I love all the little glitter reflex it has. So, so pretty. And then lastly, we have the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. You guys know I love these. This one is Baby Brut, and it's like the perfect nude. It's like a combination of like a baby pink with a peach and nude, all in this little tube of goodness. And I love Fenty Beauty glosses. They're some of my favorite high-end glosses. I do like the Maybelline lifters, which are very similar to these, but I haven't used any of those in a while. I know, and I actually just realized that today when I was getting these products. But this one, holy grail. And specifically, this is a color that has been my favorite for a while. Now for lipsticks, liquid lipsticks for me, we have the BH Cosmetics collab with Alondra and Elsy, and these actually came in like a little lip kit, which is a liquid lipstick and a lip gloss. I just want to show you guys. I don't specifically use the lip gloss. I actually haven't tried them. I'm obsessed with the liquid lipsticks. Like obsessed. I had never tried BH Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, but these are so good, and these I use as my go-to lip color, that 3-step lip combo, the brown lip liner, one of these, and then the next product. But we have the color Camel, which is the one that I've used the most, and recently I've been obsessed with using this one, and this is the color Desert, and this is brown, but I like to combine it with the third favorite, which is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Sugar Cookie, right in the center. It's very pale nude, but it looks beautiful. It gives like that ombre lip effect, and I love it. I love that combo. So that has been my go-to combo, like non-stop. And that's basically it for my top 3 favorites of every makeup category. Let me know what you guys thought. I will tag a few of you in the comments down below so you guys can do this video as well in the description. I said the comments in the description down below. I will put the categories that I did as well. I know a lot of people like started doing their own categories, changing it up a little, and these are the categories that I wanted to do. I hope you guys liked it. I personally love doing tag videos. If there's any that you haven't seen me do, leave them in the comments down below, because tags are some of my favorites to do and watch. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.